Cookies!
Yay!
Welcome back.
Welcome back to the clubhouse. Actually, this is going to be kind of a sad clubhouse, right? I mean, yeah.
It is sad, but I don't want people to be too sad because it's not going to be sad forever.
No, it's not going to be sad forever. Like everything I'm learning changes. Nothing stays the same. We've been in this industry 20 years, but we've not done the same job for 20 years. It's always evolved. It's always moved. And that is both comforting and sad at the same time. Because comforting means because it's going to be okay. Like we're going to make changes and things are going to move forward. But it's also sad because some things you have to let go. And right now we're kind of in the letting go stage. We basically, if you guys knew, in the last month we came out and said, hey guys, we're going to open up the doors to everyone to come and check it out. It's free. Like for anyone who wants to test, kick the tires. And we had, I think, 20, 30 people sign up, which was wonderful. But it was about, I'd say 70 short of our goal. We were hoping to get out over 100 signups.
So we didn't quite make our goal with what we needed to be able to keep the doors and the lights on. The doors open and the lights on.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't, the truth is that was 100 paying clients. That was 100 people that were just taking it for free. Out of that, we were hoping we'd get maybe 20, 30 would become paid clients, right? They'd say, oh, wow, this has been amazing. And get ourselves up to over 100 paying clients. And then that didn't happen. Well, we didn't give them chances. With only about 30 some people, we decided, you know what? It's the odds of us getting that number, they're not going to close all 30, right? We'll get maybe 5 or 6. And it's a reality. And this is where, you know, we always we're not quitters, but we are realists and we understand there's certain times where things aren't working or you're not connecting with your tribe. And that's when you decide you need to make a pivot, you need to change.
Right, it's pivoting. It's like things aren't exactly the way that you want them to be, but in order to survive, you have to turn on a dime.
Yeah, so we're turning on a dime. This was in the back of our minds, said, well, this big promotion doesn't go as we like. We need to change things up. Like we're not going to be, one thing I don't want to have happen is LashCon. I don't want LashCon to suffer in any way or lose its momentum because I have to spend even more time in the clubhouse trying to promote it. And we've also had some personal changes in our life. We are going to be doing 2 big changes, and we'll talk about that too here in a second. But before we get into those changes, which were not really the reason why, once you hear me, like, oh, that's why you're quitting Clubhouse. No, it's not. Clubhouse is being changed. It's shut down.
Temporarily,
we're shutting it down. That's the big news. And that's why we're sad. That's why we're a little heartbroken, because this is something that I actually love doing, get to hang out with you guys, get to chat with you guys. And we're going to need to rethink it is what we're doing. We want to go back and go
to the drawing board.
Yeah. We just realized we might need to rethink how we serve our community, because obviously we need to make a certain amount, right? We started at 87. Okay, we got enough to actually pay us a little money, but I wanted to broaden it. It seemed like we'd lose a couple people, gain a couple people, so we were never really growing. We were like 60, 70 people in our clubhouse, which is nice. It was wonderful, but I wanted to see this eventually be hit to 200, 300, 400 people and have a huge impact.
And to be able to lower the cost too.
Yeah. Our goal was, as we got more and more people, we're just going to lower the costs. I wanted to be like Netflix, you know, where you're just paying $15, $20 a month and you get access to all this good content and help, because we really want this to be accessible by everyone, not just those who are at the top of the game, who have a lot of money or have to make big sacrifices. We want to make it so it's like, it's a cup of coffee. That's all it is. Maybe a couple cups of coffee or one drink at a bar, you know, and you're like, nah, I can give that up to keep LashCast or keep Clubhouse, but it didn't happen. So we lowered the price to $37. We're going to give you a little bit behind the scenes. And we're like, okay, let's lower the price. Let's simplify it a little bit more. Make it really easy to get in. And also, let's open the doors so you can sign up at any time. Doesn't have to be these big pushes, which work for a lot of people, where you do that kind of scarcity marketing. You push hard and say, you got 5 days to sign up, you'll never get in, or it'll be 6 months to get in. And you create that little fear and a little bit, oh my gosh, you better sign up now. And so, you know, truth is, for whatever reasons, and this is where being self-aware is helpful, and I'm not as self-aware on this as I wish I was. I wish I knew what I was missing. I wish I knew what our message, what we said, and how it wasn't connecting with people who wanted it. Like I always thought, okay, this is something that would be needed. Everyone needs a little help. In fact, there's a lot of coaching programs out there that are 5, 10, 15, 20,000. We're going to totally change the game up by giving it to a very affordable price and help serve people. And then the people didn't come in the numbers we thought. They were coming, and the people that we've been part of LashCon or Lash Clubhouse, LashCast Clubhouse. We love you guys.
We love you.
You guys have been amazing. We love hanging out with you. This is the hardest part about it, is the ones we are serving. Unfortunately, we're going to have to change how we serve you. So, yeah.
So we're going to take a little break in order to kind of regroup because we also have some changes in our lives, which we're going to share, so that we can figure out what we can do, what can be sustainable for us, how we can better meet your needs, and how we can make that all happen.
Yeah.
Right.
So, yeah, we're going to basically be changing. Well, here's the thing. What we want to do is we're going to keep the Discord up. Now, how we're going to work this all out so that new people can join in, we don't know. It's going to be free. The Discord group is going to be free, as well as I think we're going to try do once a month meetings where we just show up. I don't know how we're going to do it because it's not going to be through Kajabi. So that's the software we use right now where you get all the content and all that. I think we may just set up signups once a month. Hey, sign up. You'll get an email link if you want to join us and be part of the monthly clubhouse. I think I'll do it once in a while. Tuss will do it, or both of us will do it. And we'll just hang out with you guys. It'll just be our time to connect and chat and catch up and all that, and help you guys with any questions you have about business and all that, because we don't want to just totally cut this off. So if we did one of those a month, we'll cut the second podcast, and we're just going to do one podcast a week for a while, and basically, and no Clubhouse podcast, and do one maybe Q&A. I'm thinking maybe the first of every month. So first Wednesday. So hopefully that will be at least a small bridge to get us to the next stage. Because what our goal is to take some time off to focus on what could we build. And maybe we'll talk to you guys. Like, what do you guys need? How can we serve you? How can we give you a product, a service, the help that lets you grow your business versus me thinking, I know it all, and I'll give you this. And you're like, well, I don't really want that. I don't need that. That's not helpful, right? So for us, this is one of those things that's it's a learning lesson, a chance for us to self-reflect, evolve, and think about, and hopefully evolve. And then our goal is sometime, maybe by LashCon, we would come back with something new that is actually tailor-made for what we hope the industry wants, and we'll go from there. No promises. We're trying to figure out, just like you. I mean, we're doing this in real time in front of you. Like a lot of you, like, are running your business. Like, how am I going to do this? This is what we go through the same things. We're building a business, and we're finding that some things work. LashCon works, right? It went really well. The podcast works great, so that's great. And Tuss doing lashes works great. So we have a few things going really well. In Clubhouse, we came along, and we've done it now for a year and like 2 months, and it's just been okay. I mean, the experience of being in it with you guys has been amazing. We love that.
That's like feeding the soul kind of good.
Yeah, that's fulfilling. The problem is we're not seeing the results as far as the numbers, and we need higher numbers to be able to justify the time and to pay the bills. Like for now, we're losing money doing this, right? We're paying. We have our wonderful assistant Ella, who we love and adore, and we can't even pay right now the salary with the money we're bringing in. So it became a really hard thing. Like, hey, we need to get up to about 150 people if we really want to at least break even, and then beyond that, if we ever were going to make a profit again. So that's where we're at, and we're just being open and honest. One, I hope for those of you who are maybe doing something and you've been doing it for a few years or a while and it's not going the way you want, sometimes you do need to pivot. Sometimes you have to go, you know what? If I keep spending this much time on this, it's not growing, it's not changing. Maybe I have to reinvent the wheel.
Maybe it's costing your relationships. It's really hard for your family. Whatever is tugging on you or kind of knocking on the door of your heart, maybe it's time to pay attention to that and say, maybe I really do need to make some changes.
Yeah. So that's the bad news. Now, something that also is happening at the same time, so it may feel like this is the main driver, and I'll just tell you it is not. We had planned with these changes still to keep doing Clubhouse no matter what, because we love it, and we're really about serving the community and helping people with their businesses and lashing. But like I said, numbers haven't been there to keep it going for now. That said, we do have an exciting change that Tuss and I are doing. We are taking on new positions as well as moving. Crazy. We are moving. I've been in SoCal since 96. So 19 years I've been here. 29. Yeah, 19
Was it
years.
95?
Yeah, no, was it 95?
I think we moved in 95.
No, we moved 95. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm thinking 95. So there you go, 95. So it's been 20 years. We've been in LA in 20 years. Now I lived, because I was born here.
We've been here longer than 20 years.
Wait, because Fee are we done with 30?
No,
Wait.
because I was a flight attendant in 94, and then we had Cole in 96.
Yeah,
and we moved
know what?
before
I know
was
why I said
pregnant.
20.
No,
I'm the
it's-
one that's really bad at math right now. It's almost been 30 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, we came in 95.
You guys,
this is 2025.
You guys, it
yeah.
goes by so fast.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
I know you feel like you're in the middle of it right now. It goes by so fast.
It does. It does. It's in so fast that you can't tell how long you've been here. Yeah, 20 seems really short. It's like, no, 20 years.
No, it's not 20 years.
That was I was running a salon at 20 years in LA. All right, so that is the big news. We are going to be moving to where? Reno. Yes, we're moving to Reno. That might right now already get a lot of you going, oh, I know what's going on. I know what's happening. Paul and Tuss are going to work for PLA. Is that right, Tuss?
Well, I am going to be a consultant. I'm consulting
Yes.
for TAD.
Yeah.
Because I am still going to Lash. I'm
Yeah.
gonna still be coming back to Pasadena to take care of my clients because I'm not quite ready to let that chapter of my life close. So, but you're going to be working. You're still going to be working on LashCast.
Yeah,
and
so
LashCon.
we're going to still be doing LashCast and LashCon. So Tuss and I will still be doing a weekly podcast because we've been doing it now. We've been doing it for 3 years. No, we've been doing it since 2018. So really we're on our 7th year of doing 2018, 7 years of doing a podcast, which is crazy. So we're going to keep doing the podcast. We love it. It's another fun part. It doesn't pay the bills, but it is fun. We love doing this stuff. Secondly, we're going to keep doing LashCon, but I am bringing people on. And so we're going to have a podcast come out soon. It's going to explain a lot of the details. But for now, since you guys are the insiders, you guys are our family, Christina Fard and her sister Francesca are coming on, not full-time, but they're going to be helping us with operations part-time and helping us with marketing. So really kind of making sure the thing keeps moving, helping sell tickets, help get the word out, help get people to know what's going on. I'll still stay on as executive producer. I'm still going to be involved in a lot of the big decisions and helping make sure we do all the details. And Ella, who you love, is actually going to be kind of our coordinator. She's going to be really making sure, helping just make sure nothing gets missed and making sure that we do all the things that we do. So and then we have more people. If you know Shandara and Nicole, who've been with LashCon for a few years now, they're going to be back again and helping out with sponsors and with attendance and attendees and tickets and apps and all that stuff. So we have a team that I know is ready to take on more and more, and that my job will be a lot easier, so I don't have to be at LashCon as much, so that I can go and join with Tuss at TAD. That's where I will be. I'm the director of business strategy, and my job is to help grow TAD. Get it into box stores, help it to sell products, help it to close deals. And that's where I'm going to be in a completely new pond. Like, I know the Lash world inside out. I've been in with Tusney 20 years now, basically. And with all that knowledge, we've gotten to know and become quite comfortable. But we're going to get really uncomfortable quick because this is not a job I've done before. It's not a job I feel confident I can do. I'm excited to do it. It's going to be a lot of sales. It's going to be a lot of shaking hands, kissing babies, meeting new people, networking, and trying to find avenues and ways to get our product into stores and into distribution centers and all that type of stuff. So it's a very different job. It's a job. It's basically us business to retail. So as opposed to selling to lash artists who then take care of clients, now we're going strictly to retail, and that is a challenge. No one in our industry has really done that in any great way. Some companies have had some small success, but for us to go and build a retail brand, that's going to be huge, and we can't wait to partner. We're going to be working underneath Michelle and Caitlin over at TAD. You might see us around now on some social media and all that. It's a big change, and I'll be honest, we had planned to keep Clubhouse even with the move. We were going to set up shop and do it there. Clubhouse for us is, once a week we hang out with you guys, do an extra podcast, hang out with you guys, talk to you once in a while. But
it's like you guys are our tribe. It's like motivating for us.
Yeah.
So we just didn't hit the numbers. So the thing is that you guys know us, and you know that we're here for you, and we're here for the industry. That's why we're doing everything. It's for this legacy to grow it, and so we're not going anywhere. It's just going to. We need to. We just need to kind of figure out how we can better serve you guys in this next iteration.
Yeah, and we're welcome to your feedback. This is where we really, I feel like, grow a lot, is that we love to hear from you.
Like how could we show up for you? Like what would be a resource that we could provide that would really meet your needs?
Yeah, and think, I mean, a lot of you are saying that. Well, you are meeting my needs. That's why you're in the clubhouse. Think about your friends. I'm sure you've told some people, like, I'm in the clubhouse, and they probably said, not for me. Whatever, right? Whatever it is, that's what I need to hear.
Yeah.
I need to hear what that person's saying. If they're like, well, Paul is annoying.
Or
okay.
like I would never listen because I just don't have the time, or whatever obstacle, whatever it is that they didn't see the value in, we need to know what that is.
Yeah, whatever it is. I mean, I mean, some things we can't change. Like, I can't change who I am, but I can change what we provide. I can change how we show up and serve our community. And you guys can help us with that. And then, God willing, over these next 6-7 months, as we adjust to this new place, new jobs, we're going to, in the back of our minds, be working on Clubhouse, hoping, my goal is by October at LashCon to have the new incarnation. If it comes. I'm not promising, I'm not saying it's a guarantee that we're going to do it. If it comes out that everyone's like, this is not needed, like Lash artists are like, we just don't need this. This is not serving us. Well, I don't want to provide something that the people don't need. Like, it's like, oh yeah, you really need to eat these vegetables. Dad, I don't need them. I don't care. You're eating them.
It's like selling ice to an Inuit.
Yes, exactly. nice change. So yeah, we just don't want to be selling stuff that people don't need. And and that's okay too. If we find out this is not meeting a need, then we will be happy to have spent this time with you, hanging out with you here in the clubhouse. It was really, really fun. But at the same time, I'm not going to sit here and keep banging my head against the wall expecting new results. It doesn't change. You have to change, or your process has to change, or how you serve people has to change. But I can't just expect to do the same thing forever and then people will just pour in from the masses. It just doesn't work that way. So, I don't know. Do you have anything else you want to say? What?
I feel, I guess I just feel ambivalent because I really have enjoyed Clubhouse, and it's just like with moving from our place. We've only been in our new place for about a year, but we spent 14 years in Arcadia. And it's just marking a big change for us. I mean, our kids grew up and they moved out, and we're in a new season. And I guess I just need to continue to tell myself that it's a season, right? It's not going to be like this way forever, but it's a new chapter. And so, in the same way, we want to be a model for you to say, they did it, so you can too. Like, okay, when change is hard and you're going to have to go through something that's different and upheaval in your life in some ways, I just want you to remind yourself, like I'm just going to remind you, I'm going to remind myself, is that it's a season and we can weather a season.
Yeah.
So, and the other thing is that let's look forward to seeing what God has for us on the other side of that, because I know that there's always silver linings, and there's always unexpected blessings that we're not aware of. We just can't see those yet, but we trust in a good God that works in all things for our good. And so I'm just going to kind of coach myself to say I'm looking forward to that.
Well, that's good. I think as Tuss has been, this change for her, I think it's been a little easier. She's, which is funny because I think I don't know, but do I change better or slower than you?
I am so ready, but like I'm seeing him like getting misty-eyed as he goes past Home Depot. That's where we used to get our Christmas trees. It's like when our daughter moved
today, I did. We drove by Home Depot and I realized I'm never going there again because it's not we don't need trees. We drove by Disneyland because we were at Premiere, and I was like, we used to have season tickets here, and we would go all the time.
And I said to him, do you think that we're never going to go to Disneyland again? I mean, come on.
But not on Sunday nights. We'd go Sunday nights for like 4 or 5 hours.
Okay, it's like when we were little kids, we used to have sleepovers and really like found those like really fun, right? It's like you grow and you change and things change. And, I don't know. I just think I might have been more mentally prepared than you.
No, you absolutely have. Oh, I just saw you hit the autobus. We had nice slow transitions going there for a second. Yeah. No, I totally. You're much more mentally prepared. I'm not. These next 4 or 5 weeks for us I feel like it's gonna be very, very hard. I'm gonna need some good cries once in a while.
Wait, you guys, I just gotta show you this. Okay, so we were looking for our new place, and literally we found the house that we are going to move into, and and I was really happy about it, right? And like I'm looking back at the pictures of Paul, like, and you where do I show this?
Here, I'll show it here.
Like this is Paul's face. Like he is so not happy. Like you can see his mouth is like totally downturned. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, like I'm like, are you okay? He's like, no, I'm not okay. And I'm like, I thought we've been planning this for a long time. So anyway,
yeah.
he's just a little bit more nostalgic. Like I bet you were the kid that cried like at the end of the school year because you were like never gonna have that school year again.
I did when I was graduating from high school. I had that a lot. I hated graduate. I mean, I was happy to graduate, but I also hated it because I knew my life's about to change. And yeah, I want that change. I want that new beginning and going to college and life is going to be different. But at the same time, I kept on telling people, "Oh, this is the last time I'm doing this. This is the last time I'm doing that." And it was like there was just dying inside.
I know. I actually was the one that cried. I cried.
Yeah.
I cried at the end of like fourth grade. But you know what? I don't know. I think I'm over that. Like,
yeah,
you know,
you're just more mature than me now.
No,
I guess.
I'm just ready for new things, and so I'm trying to have empathy for you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm trying, but so we'll see how this goes. I mean. I'm not concerned about the move and getting there. I'm excited. I can't wait to work in a startup to help a new company to do exciting things. It's an innovative product. It's a great team. If you guys know PLA, a lot of the same people you know at PLA are now helping work over at TAD. So for me, it's like a dream to get to work with really cool people that I have most of my life when I've been I haven't been employed in like 15, 20 years. Every time I've
by somebody else.
Yeah, by myself. Every time I've been employed, for the most part, it's been horrible. And I'm just saying, I've worked in my 20s and my 30s. I worked for some really, what was that?
I don't want you to like put like bad energy out.
No, I'm just saying that one of the reasons why we did want to work for ourselves is because we really liked being our own boss. We liked
the
having the autonomy and be able to make decisions quickly, pivot, do things. When you work in a company, it's harder. It doesn't happen. So there's going to be some adjustments for me to get back used to like, oh, you can't just do whatever you want. You have to actually talk to people, make sure people on the board and make sure everything's understood.
You're on a team. You have to play well with others.
Yeah. And I don't mind. I've always played well on the team. That's never my problem. I've always been, if anything, the best team player. I mean, like I'm always like early to work, last to stay, helpful, serving everyone. It usually was we had just a boss who just didn't care. And what's hard for me is I have a hard time working with people who don't care.
Okay, that's it. That's honestly, seriously, it's the same with me. Like, I remember bringing ideas after ideas after ideas to places that just didn't want to hear. And that was hard. That was stifling for me.
Yeah.
And so I found a place, like myself, I could work and I can say yes to all my ideas and then have to deal with the consequences.
Yeah. No.
I'm saying yes to all my ideas because some of them are good and some aren't bad.
So, and then that's why for me, I think if most people had reached out to me and say, hey, will you come work? I'd be like, nah, I'm fine. I'm really happy. Michelle has been a good friend of ours for the last few years, and we've gotten to know the TAD team just because they've been sponsors and been part of LashCon. And we've got to see the culture, we got to see the leadership, and it became very self-evident. This is not your typical leadership. It's good. There's a lot of salons, companies out there that are great. I'm not saying that the other ones are bad.
No, I just think that we click in terms of shared values, and I know that sounds like a buzzword. I don't mean it to, but like we
share vision.
Yeah.
Yeah,
vision.
And also working for someone that I could work for under. Like I can work under like Caitlin and Michelle. Like they're not people that I mind reporting to, and I'm going to have to, do things that I haven't done for a long time. But I'm okay with that, and I will adjust, and they'll grow, and it will be good for me. Plus, it's way out of my comfort zone, so I'm excited about learning new things, being challenged. I've done LashCon now for almost 7 years, and I've done podcasting for 8 years, and I ran a salon for 13 years. So I have all this past experience, and I've had sales experience even before that. So that's part of my job at TAD in sales. So I've worked in sales at a couple companies. So I feel like good background training for me to come into this role and really run with it. But it was really hard for me to think about working for people again. But I'm going to do it, and I'm going to happily do it. And these are good people to work for. I don't mind. In fact, I know a lot of you know the same thing because I think Michelle tells me all the time, like, I get asked all the time. Michelle's like, people are always emailing, texting, calling, whatever. Please hire me. Please let me get a job. I get it, right? Everyone, PLA's been kind of a safe place for a lot of people. And so we're very blessed and very thankful for this opportunity. We do not want to mess it up in any way. We're going to give it everything we can, make it amazing. And then, LashCon I expect is going to be fine. It's going to be maybe better now because I have more people involved, more people to help run it, to help make sure it's good.
Yeah, I think there's more eyes, there's more brains, there's more people that are holding the vision and super excited to make sure that it's amazing.
Yeah, and we have a board now. We're going to have it's an advisory board. They don't have ownership, but they are there to help guide LashCon and to keep the integrity so that LashCon truly serves the whole Lash community, not just some of the community. We want to be very broad with it. So we have our board and we're excited to have that. And we will, more details to come on that. We'll be announcing, by the way, and we just did today, the reveal for the theme, which is Lash Quest, Rise of the Lash Artist. What does that mean? Real quick, we're just basically saying it's time to celebrate a lash artistry again. For the longest time since COVID, we've celebrated, salon ownership. We've become a brand owner, become a trainer, become an ebook person, whatever. Anything but a lash artist. And we're like, man, lash artistry is why we're all here. This is how we got in it. And we think you can have a great long career as a lash artist. So we want to celebrate that and have a fantasy theme. It's going to be really, really fun, playful, whimsical. Fairies, think Secret Garden, think Zelda, anything fun. I mean, I'll say a tiny bit of Lord of the Rings just for the inner nerd in me, but it's going to be really a very fun, playful event.
What about like Labyrinth? Do you guys remember that movie?
Yeah, Labyrinth. Yeah, there could be another one. Yeah, David Bowie back in the day.
Or
Willow. Yeah.
Or what the song with Tom Cruise?
Oh, I don't remember. Yeah, I know.
Is Your Love Strong Enough? It was Styx or Brian Ferry did the song.
Yeah, I don't remember.
It's like magical.
No, I was thinking it was the one with Matthew Broderick.
Ladyfinger.
Lady
Killer.
Lady Hawk. Lady Hawk. Lady Killer.
Ladyfinger.
Yeah, Ladyfinger. Yes, it was Ladyfinger. Anyhow, so
Fantasia. Think of Fantasia.
Yeah. I mean,
are we mentioning movies that are too old?
Some of them.
Who knows what movies
Zelda.
we're talking about?
I think most of the people know Zelda. Zelda is very cool. Princess Bride is another dated one.
What about like Wizard of Oz?
No, not Wizard of Oz. No, none of that.
Princess Bride, yeah, Princess Bride.
Anyhow, so that's what we're leaning into. That's the stuff that we're going to be talking about, or it's going to be an amazing event. And ticket sales, by the way, go March 11th. So because you're on the insiders, you're going to get emailed before everyone else. So you can get a ticket. You can buy your tickets if you haven't bought it already. We'll have payment plans of both 12-month as well as shorter, like a 7-month, I think it will be. Details of that come. You guys are in our tribe. You probably follow a lot of that stuff. You don't have to pitch you too hard on that. You guys are like, Paul, we got it. We know what LashCon is. All right. Well, I hate doing this, but this is it, I guess.
We're still available to you guys. You guys are our tribe. So if you need to contact us for encouragement, for a direction, we're here for you. So just reach out to us.
Yeah.
How should they do that?
I mean, Paul at LashCast.com. That's the best way. Or on Instagram, I'm the one who looks at all DMs, so I can respond there. So we'll do everything we can to be part of this. And Ella's still around, so you can email Ella at lashcast.com. She'll help you with stuff. And by the way, if you've had a year membership, I know a handful of you did, we will refund you the difference, so you don't have to worry about it. You're not going to lose any money. And obviously, everyone's plans are being canceled as of end of March, and pretty much we're going to shut off Kajabi right away, so you won't have access to all the back classes for now. That stuff's going to be put on hold, and we'll have it for later. It'll be back up hopefully once we have.
And you guys will probably be the first to know of what our changes are.
Yeah, definitely. All right. I hate saying goodbye, right? So.
Until next time.
We'll see you around LashCon. We'll see you at LashCon Summit.
Next time.
We'll be doing this.
My forever smart cookies.
Yeah, we love you guys.
All
right.
Love you.